Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming back to Deb Chanel's 48th World for all your news, all your informative news, and all your reality shows. Okay, and sometimes we do trending topics as well. Okay, but today we're going to be talking about a sitcom show by the name of Stevie J and Jocelyn Go to Hollywood. The episode title is That Time of the Month, and it's season 7, episode. I'm sorry, it's season 1, episode 7. And basically, it's all about Jocelyn and some of Stevie. So it really should be named The Jocelyn Show. But both of them complement each other, and I love to see them. Hold on. Come on. Go out. Thank you. Whew, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I love to see them interact together on screen because it's a beautiful thing. All right, so let's get on right on into it. When the scene comes up, it is focused on Tony De Niro and Stevie J. They're in the music studio. Stevie is having him listen to some recordings he's done, and they're checking out the music arrangement as well as the lyrics. And Stevie goes in and get his little rendition of the new song that he's been writing for Jocelyn, and hopefully she will be able to be receptive to it and make it work. And because he's pouring his soul out in it to her, for her. So, and of course, why would you go ask a friend who's not married, who hasn't even come close to probably being in the same situation that you currently have yourself in? Why would you ask those type of people for advice? Come on, Steve. Come on, man. And the sad part about it, he already really knows what he wants to do with it. He knows he still wants Jocelyn in his life, so he just needs to stop acting. Because he acted in this particular episode as a little whiner. So I'm like, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Go and get that woman that you know you can get back. You just need to start acting right, Stevie. Just stop it. Stop being depressed. Because depression can make you go into using alcohol, can make you go into using certain drugs that you used to partake of when you used to get depressed and just didn't know which way you wanted to go or how you wanted to go about achieving what you wanted. So don't fall into that trap again. A idle mind is a devil's workshop. So keep yourself focused on what you want and what you want to see happen and bring it into fruition, okay? All right. So along with that scene, because we know he was giving him all bad examples. Talking about, well, maybe you need to have somebody else, or you need to hire somebody else just to handle the business aspect side for her, and this, that, and the other. And like, why you gonna bring a third party into your business aspect when he may do a better job than you, and then Jocelyn may see he doing a better job, and then they X you out of all the money? Nah, man, sit your ass down. Moving on from Tony De Niro, and glad we don't see him again. We move to the section with Jocelyn. She's exercising outside. She's getting her fit on. She's taking them stairs like what we used to do in high school to build up your stamina, as well as this good exercise for your leg and thighs, for endurance that you may need when you're performing on stage, or that's the extra kick you're gonna need. She was doing the darn thing. Loved her body. Loved the work she puts in to stay clear and focused, within her mind, as well as giving her body the exercise that it craves and needs. And that's why she looks fabulous, and everybody's wanting to get her body, or the look of her body, rather. Okay, so that was a good outdoor scene, and she's as she's going along exercising, she's also doing her dialect, meaning trying to pronunciate words to make them clear and concise, and feeling confident about how she's presenting herself when she speaks. So she was, doing those little word exercises that her former dialect coaches had told her to practice in her own time, on her own time. So she was killing two birds at one stone. I was enjoying it. I was there for her. I want to see that all day, every day from her, because you know, she, to me, she is a boss chick. You may not like the background that she had, but she's trying to not even necessarily erase that, but use that as motivation to get her to that next plateau, and not letting that keep her from reaching that next plateau. So girl, if anybody to admire would have been K Michelle as well as Joseline, because they both come from, you know, places that they don't find or feel that were good places to be in, and it taught them some things that make them act the way that they act, but they're, you know, getting it on the check, and they're using it as a stepping stone to do better. So I'm both there for both women, and encouraging them to become better women, leaders of tomorrow. Okay, so nice scene, loved it, loved it, loved it. Then we move on to the next scene at Stevie's home. He's entertaining his father. The baby boy Zion, his grandchild, is asleep, so he's not there at the dinner table, in case you're wondering where he was. And then you also have Stevie J Jr. as well as Savannah. And I might put on my hat, because you know I had told y'all in the previous video, whenever y'all see me rocking this little tan color hat, I'm still trying to look for a particular hat that I can emboss my Depth Chanel's World on. But anytime you see me in cap form, it's not my pink cap or some other kind of cap I'm wearing, I'm finna go hard on somebody, you know, because I need to, because I'm just not understanding it. And from the next season or the next preview they were showing us after this episode had went off, I'm all there for it. I might have decorations, a cake myself, some cupcakes to celebrate Savannah taking her ass on back home, taking her behind where she needs to be, which is in school, learning, and for her to learn how to act like a female and be the best female she can. I know her mama didn't. I know her mama didn't raise her like that. I know her mama didn't raise her like that. Cause mama whole demeanor when she was on screen was on point, loved it, and was here for it. But this mess that's coming out of Savannah mouth, I'm too through with it. I'm over it. I'm over it. So let me get back. Let me digress a little bit, and let me slide y'all onto what the scene that I'm talking about. But we're talking about they're sitting at home trying to get their eat on. They breaking bread and all like that. I don't know. Did they say grace? I'm not familiar, but everybody should start off with grace, thinking their God, whoever they serve, of the plentifulness that they do have, the shelter that they are provided with, as well as the food and clothing, because it doesn't come cheap, and everybody don't have it. So that is a blessing within itself. Praise God. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you, Yeshua, as well as Yahweh. Okay. Enough that said. This heifer goes on. And yes, I'm talking about you, Savannah. And the only reason I'm calling you out your name is because you acting out your lane. You acting out everything your mama probably instilled in you as a human being and a young lady. You're not conducting yourself with no type of respect, no type of discipline, and no respect for your elders. Am I getting to you, girl? And if anybody know her, please tell her to look at my video. Please tell her to look at it so she can get some edification. Because I'm mad as hell at her. But anyway, or any child that would act like her, okay? And then they've always said children got rights and they don't need to be, you know, fitted with a strong hand sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sparing the rod. Somebody don't spare the rod too loose on Savannah. And I'm putting it at Stevie J's door. I'm putting it at Stevie J's door because I'm pretty sure she wouldn't act this way with her mama. If we were filming her mama back at home in Atlanta and her going around the house and doing things, she wouldn't be acting that way. Our mama would be looking like, cut the camera off. Let me handle this situation for a minute. Let me get her all together correct and straight. You know what I'm saying? Cut the camera off for now. You know, you couldn't film that because somebody would be in trouble. Somebody would be in trouble. Somebody would be in jail. Somebody would be trying to come bail out somebody and all that incense. So that's why we have to cut the camera off. But anyway, she gonna take her little smart mouth and say, oh, but I see it's 2 extra place settings. Now she can count her grandfather. She can count her dad. She can count her brother. So she's trying to figure out where are the 2 other place settings coming from? Because Stevie mama went home and her sister had went home a week ago. So who may they be? She get in her confessional and say, oh, I guess are we waiting on Joseline and Hollywood? Now, y'all know, if y'all been watching the show, Hollywood is a dog. And a big ass dog at that. He looked like a Great Dane, to tell you the truth. What would he be sitting at the table for? What would anybody be having a dog at the table for? I mean, what is going on with this girl? She is so smart academically. She plays real well in the sports arena, but she has no. Where is her common sense? Okay, where is her common sense and her courtesy when it comes to other adults? And Joseline, yes, ma'am. She may not be who you want her to be, and then again, secretly, it may be who you want to be, but you just don't want to portray that because your mama probably done told you that Joseline is a slut, she's a hoe, and you don't want to cater yourself to that kind. But you know what? You know what, Savannah? You know what, girl? You are basically acting like you're trying to portray Jocelyn to be. And it's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. And I'm sick of it. I am sick of it for your mama. Okay? And I'm pretty sure when she sees all this stuff revert back, when it's going on to what you call it, the season finale, and she gets to see all the clips. She's probably done seen all the clips. She ain't too pleased with you, and she might be telling Stevie, no, she can come see you next summer or what have you. But guess what? Don't put her on TV no more. I don't want to have my daughter already degraded before her life can start because it's starting out to be a mess, a total mess. She's the only one coming off looking like a mess. Stevie J's not looking like a mess. The other one, Sade, she didn't express too much, but like I said, sometimes kids want their parents to be back together and they would say and do anything. But you know what, Miss Antoinette, you don't need Stevie. You need Stevie to take care of his responsibility, and that is the two children. And he definitely need to hone in and do military style on that Savannah. And that's the only way I feel at this late age that she's going to need. Stevie J is going to have to pull out all the stops and learn from this clip. He cannot have his children on TV disrespecting him as well as disrespecting his wife or any other adult. She feels she need to get straight. Who do she think she is? Okay? She is still a child and she needs to be thinking in a child's way of living. Okay? Keep her from the adult table and put her at the child's table because she ain't ready for it. She ain't ready for it. She ain't ready for it. Okay? But anyway, I digress. They finally show the scene of what Miss Savannah was waiting on while she's been having a smart alecky type mouth. Eva runs through the door, and Mimi is not too far from behind her, and it was. Yes, it was a lovely scene. Oh, yes, it was. I love seeing my baby Eva. Oh, yes, I did. If that's the only last thing Stevie could have done in this world is birth all his beautiful children, because they are beautiful, even Savannah. As long as she just keep her mouth shut. Be seen, yet not heard. Only if spoken to. Then she would come back up on my radar. My radar. Only then. Only then. But it would have to be that way all day, every day, for me to have to erase all the negativity that I have for this child. And she not even mine. But I don't think I said just 1 week with her. Just 1 week, Lord. Just 1 week. And we would have that negative, nasty attitude that she has for Jocelyn and probably any other women like Jocelyn. Because it's giving me a tease that she wants to be like Jocelyn. She don't think she can pull it off. And you can't, boo. You can't. You can't. You can't. Just stay in school, get your education, get your balling on, and I'm meaning with the basketball. That's what I'm talking about. Be a part of the WNBA if you must, if that's where it solidifies you to. So be it. But have some sense and have some restraint about yourself when you're talking about matters that you do not know the whole story on. Okay, boo? Okay. I'm watching you, Savannah. I'm watching you. And I'm going to pray for you that you pull up and you start conducting yourself in a better way. Let me move on from her. Let me move on. Let me just calm it all the way down. I just hate to see children with so much potential, so much going for them to try to go to the dark side. try to become something that they're not, and try to be in an arena that they have no reason to be in. Ain't nobody called them. Ain't nobody sent for them. Okay? Ain't nobody sent for them. Stop trying to get your reality show. Stop trying to get your 15 minutes of fame and move on in the right direction, which is school. You're doing very well in school from what I hear. You're doing very well in the sports arena from which I can see. Do your thing, but do it off camera. Do it off camera. Do it off camera. Okay? But anyway, I digress. I go back to the fun event. Miss Eva is there. Miss Eva, Miss Eva, Miss Eva. She's such a pretty young girl. She's everything in a mother's heart. Everything in a mother's heart. Remind me when my daughter was small. And I just adored the age. And I wish I could just keep her right there, right there, right there. But eventually I knew she had to grow up. I knew she'd be tugging at my heartstrings. But, oh my Lord. Stevie got some strong ass genes. Because I'm telling you. Except for the two older girls, Savannah. Savannah kind of look like them a little bit. And Sade. I gotta look at them again. I gotta go back in some past clips. But them boys and that little Eva, oh my Lord. He broke the mold, honey, when he made them. He can never deny them children. Not neither one of them, because they either have his facial features or they have his personality along with his drive for, wanting to get things done. So kudos, Stevie. Kudos the mothers of the children. Kudos. But anyway, we move on. He goes into, telling, because it takes a scene where everybody's eating, but Mimi does say she does miss Joseline after a while of not seeing her at the table or in the house. So she's trying to figure out, where she is. Stevie goes on to say a little bit, this and that and the other. And they're just really doing some light talking and stuff. And Eva just, hugging on, Savannah. Because Savannah reached for her, because she wasn't trying to go to Savannah. She was just, trying to hug up on, I think it was Stevie J and all of that. And of course, women like the sign of our nature to run to men than women. But she just loved her dad. She just loves him, and I want them to be together too. I want them to be in the midst of each other, so he don't have to really miss little baby Eva growing up like he did his other kids. He wasn't there. He was doing his own little thing, being a little selfish with it. But it is what it is. But story goes on, and everybody get their little hugs on. Eva sitting at the table trying to get her little eat on, and they go on and bring out the cake that they had all contribute for their dad to partake of, just giving him a little recognition that he's a good dad. They're glad he's forming a relationship with them, and it's one very much overdue. But prior to the cake being shown, we're going to go back to Savannah just for a minute. She going to put Mimi on such a high pedestal, up there with the angels, I guess, that she is the one Stevie should have stayed with, should have formed a relationship with, should have married. Okay? Because she's the epitome of a mother, a wife, a lover, a partner. And that's who he should have stayed with if he wasn't going to stay with her mother. Now, this is the same person that you're giving accolades and positive characteristic traits to. But did you forget? Nene put out a porn sex tape, said it got leaked. She didn't know how it got leaked. She don't know. This was a personal tape that she was, when she was with, I forget the child name. We ain't got to discuss it, but y'all know who I'm talking about. He leaked it, and then come to find out, they all were in cahoots about it. It was Mimi's idea. Mimi had lied to her family. She had lied to her close friends about the tape. Just lying. Wanting her comeuppance on the show. She wanted to stop being seen as the maid. Or Stevie's second choice. But she wanted to be a porn star. But this is the type of motherly figure Savannah feels is much more appropriate to have as a wife as well as a stepmom. Now you see where I'm going with this? You see how screwed up her thinking is? That's why I need Savannah off camera. From this day forward, from henceforth cometh, and forevermore, off the screen. Because her mentality was going to get her in trouble one day. Her way of thinking, the way she presents herself, trying to, be a little seductive in ways, it really is gonna mess with her. And I'm just hoping her mother sees all the shenanigans she's been saying and doing and alluding to, so somebody can get her in check. Because I am disappointed with Stevie that he has not gotten her all together. Okay, all together. Or even her brothers getting on her on tape, on film, because the playback is not going to be good, because she's going to come off as looking like a person, or mostly like a thought, or a person that's angry with somebody who didn't destroy anything. Stevie is where she needs to be taking all of this aggression out on. He was the one that went through so many different women, created so many different children. Because right now, Dorian is had by some other woman. She didn't want to come on camera. I'm all for it. Dorian's grown. He's 20 some years old, got his own child. She don't need no comeuppance. She did the darn thing by herself, and I'm here for praise you, honey, wherever you are. That's the Dorian's mom. Then you got Stevie J and Savannah. Come from Antoinette Bennett. Seems like a very nice woman. Seems like she always had her priorities in check. Just she could never control Stevie, so she had to let him go. She had to let him go, honey. You can't control a wild beast if he don't want to be tamed, and he has to find it in his own heart to be tamed and want to be tamed by that particular person. So Antoinette let him fly, move on. She had to do the hard thing. She bore the two children. She took care of the two children. She sacrificed a lot, I'm sure, to raise those kids to where they are now. And praise the Lord for doing such a beautiful job as far as raising them. But Savannah, we're going to have to silence her. We cannot put her back on TV. She cannot have no more TV time because she's not being favorable. Okay? She's looking like a tirade running around there with issues that is probably being need to address by Stevie. So Stevie, this is another loyal fan reaching out. Well, not a fan, I'm just an admirer. You need to check yourself in putting your children out on TV, because the media is portraying, or they're seeing your daughter in a different light, and we need to just get that under control, my friend. We need to get it under control, so she'll know how to be respectful to her elders, because they are her elders. Joseline is your wife, okay? There need not be any loose of the tongues, okay? Because if you're going to call Joseline a spade, she might already call you a spade as her daddy, okay? Let's be fair about it. Anyway, so that's two women already. Then you got Joseline, who ended up having an abortion because you felt that she could have kept it, but it was her choice. Also, it was going to get in the way of her career taking off. And I'm sure you all can go back to Hip Hop in Atlanta, search through your archives or the archives that are out there, and see what I'm talking about. Okay? Because that would have been another child with another different woman who is currently his wife. Okay? Then you have Mimi. So see, we're already up to 4 different women. 4 different women that Steve has been dropping his seed in. 3 successfully kept their children with Stevie. 1 still with Stevie, got the title as wife, and yet, it is what it is. But I don't hear Savannah talking about all of that. You see what I'm saying? Confusion, confusion. And being on the TV screen is going to only confuse her. So mommy, daddy Stevie, mommy Antoinette, get a hold of Savannah. Keep her educated self, her college bound self, athletic, positive self in check. Keep her focused on children type of things. That's what she needs. That's where she's going to grow and develop into a world class female. One that can't be messed with in the mind nor the body. And she's going to have a tight asset, which is herself, to develop and brand. But her being on TV, making all these little snippy, snappy comments towards adults is not a good look. Not a good look at all. So if anybody in connections with, Stevie J, hook him up, tell him watch my video, or explain to him what I'm trying to incite on my channel, as far as reviewing, so he can get her in check, cause she wilding out, she really wilding out, and I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it. But if that's her idea of a good stepmom, is Mimi, and Mimi going around here making porn tapes, lying to people, lying to her family, lying to her close friends about it. Child, please, gone. Bye. Bye. But I'm going to keep on my cap, because I'm going to have to roast her again before I get off. But anyway, we move on to the scene after all that foolishness has come to play. We go to commercial, and then it comes back where Stevie J, baby girl Eva, and Miss Mimi are at a play date, and they've taken her to some type of inside jamboree type of setting, but it's where you be doing those little acrobatic type of stunts, and you can use them in exercising as well. It builds upper strength body. It strengthens your upper strength, upper extremities, your arms, your breast area, your chest. It builds endurance. So they were taking little Eva to that, and she was kind of, scared. Even Mimi went and did that darn thing. I was glad for her. I said, "Well, Mimi can still do it," but then Mimi was doing all freaking kind of stuff anyway. So that was stupid of me to even not even think that she could be that limber and flexible. So she did that thing. She got on up on them little ropes, or I don't know what you call them. I don't know what you call them, but it's draped with apparel, and as well as like a rope type scenario thing going on where you can turn yourself acrobatic style. It kind of put you in a gymnasium type thing when they be doing all those little flips and stuff. Put you in the mind of that. But Lord have mercy, you better hold on. You better hold. It's like a long bungee cord, really. But honey, if you anyway, Eva was having fun, and she was doing her thing, and then they took a sidebar conversation. Stevie J and Mimi were telling her, you need to come on down here with my baby. I'm missing my baby. I got my whole family here, and it was a good old time for this past summer, and I just really need y'all here with me. Then that would conclude and make up my family, and I'm still working on Joseline. I'm still working on her. I ain't really gave up on her because they had a little nice talk and everything, but he's telling Mimi that she lied about coming to church, and not just lied to him, but lied to her mom, saying she was gonna come, and then she didn't show up, and she got to answer for that. And Mimi was like, you still want us to come get into some mess with you and Joseline, and right now she don't really feel it, because she's still doing real well in Atlanta. Eva's around her friends, this, that, and that. I know she want to be around her dad, and just phone conversations and visits here and there. It's not going to necessarily do it, but it fits right now. It fits right now. And I was there for Mimi. I said, okay. I never took anything from Mimi as far as raising her child correct, 'cause I always knew she had that nurturing spirit in her. But how she provides for her daughter is what comes into scrutiny, and things that she's being criticized for. I mean, if you own what you do and say, that's a whole different other dynamics. And you can deal with it from that particular format or that particular setting. However, if you're lying about what you're doing and you're trying to cover it up and thinking nobody's going to find out about it down the road, then you're definitely misleading yourself, and you're making yourself look like a fool, because you're not only lying to your loved ones, and making them feel a certain kind of way once they find out about you. You're lying to yourself. And that's a screwed up mentality that you're partaking in, because you're not only screwing it up for yourself, you're screwing it up for your daughter. Because whether you know or not, people are evil. People are mean. They'll use anything against you. And with you not even confessing or telling the truth about it, when someone comes up and asks you what really went down prior to you really letting us know what was the real deal and whatnot, you lied about it. And I mean, you want your daughter to be lying to you about certain things that can affect you as a family, or just showing your baby girl in a bad light. Do you really want Eva to start lying to you? I mean, Savannah thinks it's okay, but it's not okay. It's not okay. So I'm glad um, you're partaking, hopefully, into something that is a little bit more child friendly as well as adult friendly, and it's making you some money legally, and not something that you have to come back and explain why it's, being negative, and why your name is being dragged through the mud, regarding it or whatnot. So, but I was there for Mimi. She didn't want to uproot Eva and change her life in any way. She's happy. She will get over the part of seeing her dad, because her dad is working, and hopefully he's providing for them financially, or providing for Miss Eva financially. So that could be a less burden or stress off of Mimi, because she definitely didn't deserve it. Stevie could have got a vasectomy, or he could have definitely been protecting himself and letting the women know that he's messing with, that he's not wanting any more children, at least not at this time, or that he just don't want any more children, period, because he's trying to provide for the ones that he didn't when they needed it. And he's just trying to take the stress off and provide a life for himself financially, as well as his wife, Joseline, and the kids. That's all that matters. So I was here for Mimi. She seems like she definitely has kept that in orderness she has had about herself when it comes to Eva and Stevie. So that's kudos. That's good. But he's still whining. He wants to have Eva there with him on a daily basis, and this, that, and the other. But right at this time, Mimi's still saying no, we're not going to consider it, because we don't have to consider it. Not really. Because you're in Eva's life whenever you feel you need to see or want to see or whatever. It's always a go. So it is what it is. So they move on to the next scene, which is Joseline and Stevie. Somehow he's gotten Joseline to commit to meeting with him, or meeting up with him. But she decides the location. So Joseline is at a nail and I think it's just a nail salon, and she's getting her medi and pedi done. And in walks Stevie J, and she's talking with her newfound best friend, which is the person that's doing her feet. She's introducing Stevie to her new friend, knowing that ain't your friend, girl. That's somebody that's doing work for the company that they work for. But I guess those are the kind of friends you need. If that's who your friend is, and you come see them once a week, or twice a month, that's fine. That's cool. That'll keep you out of trouble. Okay? But anyway, you might have to get her to sign a piece of paper also saying that she won't flaunt your business for monetary benefits later on, because even servants tend to want to get on payroll. So Stevie comes in. They have a beautiful conversation. Beautiful conversation. And she's just reiterating very nicely, very low tonish, without attitude, just saying, hey babe, I've been asking you for three things that you should be able to function with and to be able to uphold. I've only asked that you respect me, you honor your wifely duties, meaning stay committed to her and not try to have pleasures with other women. That's why you married Jocelyn. She's all that and a bag of chips. So you need to honor her and don't ever disrespect her on any level. And thirdly, be a good manager. Make sure you have solidified, you have set in stone contractual agreements with different entities for her to be able to present her craft to the people. Book her, keep her book, keep her busy. And that's all she asked for. And quite frankly, I was like, God damn, she did that thing. She broke it down to that brother straight up without any yelling, fussing, or arguing. It's very, I mean, I was like, kudos, ring, 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 ring. But it was like really good. I was there for because at first I was waiting for her to pop off, throw her foot water on him, and exit the building. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for it. So it kind of took me by surprise. And Steve, he was like, damn, is this the same woman I was married to? Is this the same one I've been fussing with for a long time? Okay. So Stevie gave us and left us with the impression that he's going to do right by her. He's not going to lie to her. He's not going to do this, that, and the other. He's going to give her what she needs. And then she'll fall back in line because she's missing him too. Missing him. So he meets back up again. With trying to, solidify some things for Joseline and things of that nature. But it goes into a scene where he's meeting with the producers of the show he's trying to make or film he's trying to put out there, and he's wanting Joseline to be the leading lady as well, as she should be, not being no biased intended, but he always tries to, when he gets certain projects to work on that could be lucrative, he tries to put Joseline in there somewhere because they're a partnership, they're one. So of course he should be looking out for her as well. But the producer of the show and the casting of the show, they want to see everybody because they want the show to be a success as well. But they don't want it to be him having to pull her in. She's not necessarily a good fit for the part because of just chemistry on camera. Even if you have a person that can remember all the words verbatim, but they're not giving an essence from the character that they're trying to display on paper. It's not coming out in the filming of the sitcom or movie. It's not going to work. Like the chemistry Gina and Martin had on the Martin show. You can put somebody else in Gina's place or call her. She's going to take over the Gina character. When we've been seeing Tanisha Campbell Martin for so long in that role, it's almost like, no, you can't. No, my mom wanted to accept somebody else. Even they could be a one star actor or actress, but it couldn't take the place of what Gina had brought, what she had solidified in that role. What the mind can't perceive, can't achieve. You know what I'm saying? So, So, they were casting for the show and they were bringing in different other girls and all that. And, some of them could act and they could get the part down, but I just didn't see them with Stevie. But as soon as Joseline walked in, honey, baby, please, she had that whole appearance of a witch because the character she would be playing is one of a witch. She had her hair on point. She had her expression on point when she read the little script. First she had it on her phone, and then she went to the paper, holding it in her hand, trying to deliver the scene for the viewers to see, as well as the casting director and the other people that were producing the show. It's like she was saying the words, and at first I was like, okay, I didn't know she was playing the witch part or witch character, and she seemed like she was just like not delivering it. But when you're a witch and you're trying to make your point, of how I've seen other witches perform on other shows, was exactly how she had mimicked it during her rendition of the part she was playing. And I was like, well, God dog, go, girl. I mean, it may have been a small part that she was giving to us, but it was one that I could relate to and be like, okay, she's in full character. Okay, now what this guy gonna say? What his comeback is? Oh, and like I said, the character had to be Stevie because the one that I think was reading for that part. Mm-mm. No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am. But anyway, I think she should get the part, not because she's Stevie's wife and all those nepotisms going around, But because she, to me, she really sold it with her appearance and her look to for the plot, for the part. She was dressed in all black, which pretty much that's what witches do dress in. Hair was magically shiny black, and just her eyes was like, I don't know, just the whole persona was just like a dark, mysterious type woman, a mystery she was presenting. And she was confirming that she was a witch for the most part of playing that particular role. And she was just letting that person know, I'm not one to be messed with. I can play with you all day long and give you back what you gave me, and I will be enjoying every little bit, blow by blow. So I was like, girl, I'm there for you, honey. You solidified that role. You showed me all what you got. Body's banging. Attitude is right. I can't. Kudos, kudos, kudos. But anyway, Stevie went on after that. Scene Joseline was in, they went and did their little talks and whatnot. And he pretty much had said, Joseline is the best fit. But if we must go on, I only have one request, that everything is shot in Atlanta, Georgia, and is promoted and produced in Atlanta, because just for selfish reasons, he wants to be back at home, or what he has dubbed his home as Atlanta, to come back and visit with Miss Eva. He don't want to miss any time from her. And wherever he has a house, I'm pretty sure he's renting all these houses. He's solidifying that. The same as K Michelle. They can say what they want to say, but you can't be moving all around the world and think you have that kind of money. That's old money when you have different estates and places that still are set up, even though if you're not there. And I'm pretty sure you're renting out the home, so you could still be making money as a good real estate investment. However, K Michelle actually supposed to be coming back too, and then she's starring also in the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She done solidified her platform, so it's all on social media, so she'll be back also. So therefore, with all these different opportunities coming back up, there's a little clip that they give us back of not Love and Hip Hop, but Stevie J Goes to Hollywood, him and Jocelyn. They're on a cliff looking over. It's a beautiful scene, and they're over talking some different things that he's brought up to the casting director, that he would like to see it in Atlanta. And they thought it was a good move, because I didn't know this, but Atlanta gives certain producing companies benefits, tax write-offs when they bring their businesses and organizations to Atlanta, and they're providing revenue for Atlanta citizens to partake of by giving job opportunities as well. Being extras in films that they're developing, parts, hiring them for film production type assistant positions, or if you know how to handle some of the equipment. They tend to try to get people local, then fly in people from other states and countries to help them with filming. So that does promote employment for Atlanta citizens. So I can see that from that aspect. So it seems like they are gonna be doing that, bringing the show or the filming for his particular film to come out. It's gonna be produced here in Atlanta, so it's gonna cause more traffic for us. That's already congested as we speak. But it is what it is. I've been here 48 years of my life here in Atlanta, so I'm a born and bred native. So it doesn't bother me. I just know when to go out there during certain parts of Atlanta and the times I need to be there. Or I'm going to be stuck up traffic up my behind. But it was a good episode. The next episode is supposed to be kicking Savannah out, solidifying herself right on back to Atlanta in school. I'm all here for it. For it, for it, for it. So I was like jumping up. Yeah, 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 yeah. So Savannah's going home, 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 where she belongs. Long, long. Get that discipline back, back, back. Because she's under attack, on attack, on attack. Because her Daddy Stevie is not caring, caring, care. He just want to be the good guy, the good guy, good guy. But he need to get some discipline for her, some discipline for her. Just set some rules, set some standards, set some whatever. But anyway, welcome back, Stevie and Joseline, back to Atlanta because it seems like that's where they're headed. I'm all here for it all day, every day. Like I said, it was a good show or a good review this week, as always, because I find something laughable and jokeable to take with me when the show ends for that episode. But again, that episode was episode 7, season 1. Stevie J and Joseline go to Hollywood. The title was That Time of the Month. It was great. I hope y'all love my review. Be blessed, stay vigilant, and always be encouraged. Amen. Amen. Bye bye.